And welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be doing a quick cabin update video. When I did The Office, it was small, and so I was able to do little bits and pieces and have like neat little videos covering each little topic. But because this project is so much bigger, it's 800 square feet, it is just me. I've had a little bit of help, and I'll explain that in a moment. But because of that, I'm having to multitask just to be efficient with time. So I've got a lot going on. I've got electrical, so you can probably see like wires in the walls and stuff. That is 98% done. I mean, I just got bored of it and I needed to move on, so I started doing something different, but I'm almost done with all the wiring. I still need to staple all the wires in place, but you can see I have like, cabinet lights and cabinet switches and kitchen stuff and just all kinds of stuff. It's really good. Really not a lot has changed inside though this week. I had a kid from our church. He is 18 and he is awesome. He didn't have any experience working with stuff like this, but he came and helped, and he has been here 3 days out of the 5 this past week. And he was here early, 7, 8 a.m., whatever, and left at about 2 every day because he does have a job. He works evenings at the local grocery store. So surprised he even came. I'm blessed that he came, because if he hadn't have come, it would have been rough. By the way, check out my plumbing and electrical work I've done. You can see all the orange wires here are bigger things. You have like this one that's hanging here. That's going to be the dryer. That out there is the AC going out. We have 2 on this wall. Yeah, so we have a water heater up here. We have the breaker box area. It's a lot of wires. I think I've got 16 circuits. So he came, and so he wasn't experienced with electrical, so I did electrical, and let me jump down so you guys can see what he did. I need to build a porch. That is an essential thing. So actually I'm on the wrong side. Actually, you know what? You guys can see it. So if I come down and show you underneath the building, you can see that there is insulation and there is OSB or siding. So he did all that insulation. He did all 800 square feet in a 3-day period. It probably took him about 20 hours or so of time. And he will be paid handsomely for that, because that was just really hard work. And in the meantime, I did things like this. So I determined where the air conditioners are going to be. We're going to be putting in 2 split systems that are DIY, so we're going to do them all ourselves. So that's the electrical for that. I also have outside lights, so corner lights. You can see that corner light over there. We have 2 lights by the door. I show you. This is the back door, obviously, so I put those 2 lights in there, and then also the outlets. So I put a grand total of 12 outlets in there. The outlet itself isn't in there yet, so I get to do all that. That's fun. And then the front. So again, lots of spots for outlets. I'm actually gonna have a grand total of 12 outlets on the building. And then we have on the front the same kind of setup. So we have 2 lights by the front door, and that's gonna be on 1 switch. And then we have the outside corner lights, and those are gonna be like, nice floodlights. Just because we're out in the country, it's always nice to be able to see around your property, and in case you hear something, or something needs to be done late at night. So that's kind of what I was doing. It's all intellectual, puzzle, slow, meticulous, boring. I don't know. Figuring out where stuff's gonna go and where it needs to be isn't boring, but whenever you're on your 12th, when you're installing your 12th box for an outside plug, it's no fun. So, I did things like this. This wasn't done last time either. Like the wiring and stuff for the lights. We're gonna be insulating. That's happening probably starting on Monday. They're gonna start I did have another guy come help me for about 4 hours the other day. So he's only gonna be once a week, but he'll help, and it's awesome. So we're gonna be insulating. That is insulation for the ceilings. So we're gonna start with the ceilings next, because I want the insulation put up before I put the wires for the lights, because it's recessed lights. It literally is gonna it's gonna snap on to the drywall. So I don't want to put the wires in the ceiling and then cover it up with insulation because I'm gonna need to find the wire, pull it through the hole in the drywall, you know? So that's kind of where we're at now. The only electrical that still needs to be done is really, I wanna put all the sockets in the outside boxes. That way all that wiring is done. I also wanna actually wire the outside light fixtures too, because like as you can see in the corner, this is slack for the light fixture. So I want to actually wire all that stuff and have it done 100% so that I can insulate and not have to worry about needing access to those wires from the outside, you know? So get that done, insulate, and then, so I'm the one that did the OSB, the siding underneath. So he came in, he did 3 days of insulation and insulated the entire bottom while I was doing electrical. Yesterday I finished electrical, well not finished enough electrical. And so I started putting the siding underneath because you don't want to leave that fiberglass insulation exposed because it'll get damaged from weather. Even though it's underneath the building, it'll still get damaged. And you also want to keep things like squirrels and stuff from taking your material and building houses with it. So we're covering it up with OSB. I did a third of it, so probably 250, 300 square feet, give or take. And that was this morning. I went from 7 to 1, and it was really starting to get hot and I was getting hungry, so I took a break and I'm probably about to get going again. My goal is to get to 40%, and my big goal is to get to 50% before I quit today. That way I know that I can do that. I can finish that in one day, the rest of it in one day, if I need to, one day. I won't, I don't think I'll get to do that. We'll see. 3 days to do that is pretty impressive, I'd say. So it's especially tough because I'm having to work around those, the skits that are underneath, and they're wavy and it's bad, it's rough. At least there's nothing to worry about nailing wise, like anything that's under there, like plumbing, there's no electrical down there, but all the plumbing is drilled really high up. So there's no way for anything to get to it. Like no nails or anything, because I'm using short nails. So yeah, just kind of giving you guys the update on what's going on in the cabin. Next week, starting Monday, because I know I probably won't have time tomorrow or the next day to do anything in here. So starting Monday, keep working on the siding in the bottom. If they come, or he comes, he will start insulating the ceiling. And I will go back to being an electrician and wiring the outside plugs and the outside lights. Once that's all done, I probably need to also get the breaker box and kind of wire that. He can be insulating. It's probably gonna take him a little while to insulate, although it's quicker to do the ceiling than it will be underneath the building because it's literally like 24 inches, 2 feet of space. So you're laying there and it's like this high. It's like this high above you. So you're working and it's all right in your face. It's difficult getting down in there. This whole building's 16 feet. So, you know, your head, if your head is in the middle of the building, your feet are not even poking out the other side because you're not 8 feet tall. You know, you're 5.5, 6 feet tall, however tall you are. So this is a big building. It takes some effort to get down there, and it's rough. It's really rough. Oh, and I need to do drains and vents. So the next thing to do really is outside plugs and switches, no, outside lights and plugs, and then drains. So, you know, we have water. We don't have anywhere for the water to go yet. So I need to work on that. I'm also going to be working on this thing. It is a vent. We call it the fart fan. That's what we call it. So the fart fan needs to be vented, and it's literally going to go from here to right there and poke out the soffit. That's where it's going to go. So that's not going to be difficult to do. I've already got the material for it. This stuff. And this thing, it's a reducer. You can do a reducer theoretically because it's a really short run. It's not like a 2-foot run, so no big deal. So yeah, guys, just giving you guys a quick update on the cabin and how everything is going. No real rhyme or reason for the video besides just updating you guys and letting you know what's going on. So that'll do it for me today. Thanks for watching. And also, I had one suggestion to get a GoPro in the comments of the last video. Is that the best option? Let me know in the comments, because I do want to use something other than my phone. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna be at it all week, and we're probably gonna be at it for, what is this, July? I think a really optimistic view would be that we're moving in September or October. That's optimistic, I think. We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. God bless.